cut.
Yes.
And wave the hand so we know where to cut the...
I'm going to do this. This is what this is going to be.
That's what I do. Okay.
Isn't that from Team America, World
Yeah,
Police?
it is.
Well, we do that on the podcast, too. Like, here, we'll wave our hands so we know where to edit out when Crystal says something that she shouldn't say online.
We're working. We're working on. I'm an amateur, so
yesterday we were doing the podcast with. I'm gonna embarrass you a little bit.
I don't embarrass easily because I embarrass often.
We're doing the podcast with a great writer. She's been on our show 4 times. Love having Karen on the show. She's wonderful. Karen is a, churchgoer, very liberal, progressive, but still, in her bell choir. She is a believer, and she goes off about, I shit you not, Ricky Gervais, level of atheism, and I'm like, maybe this is not the time.
In my defense, Karen brought up the topic.
She did.
Or atheism.
So one of the questions that we ask is, what is something that you used to believe in that you no longer believe? And a lot of the time we get some form of religion. And it always comes from somebody who was religious and has left. And her answer to that was hell, the current notion of hell, which then led to a
deeper conversation.
That's a perfect segue to talk about Halloween, actually.
Yes. So we like to talk about our new lives in Barcelona. We've done a lot of different things.
I am Victor.
No,
Victor Garcia.
Lucas, it just means the winner.
Not Lucas, because he's been here forever.
That's right.
But Lucas has been here for 15 years, so he knows how it's been. 16 now? Mm-hmm. Wow, 16 years now.
Yeah. So longer than anywhere else.
Yeah, this is home.
Yep.
We're a little late to the game, but we want to talk about our Halloween parties. We went out to do Halloween events here in Barcelona. We're excited that it's actually happening. And you can tell us how dead it was to where it's evolved from.
Well, yeah, when I arrived here, there was no Halloween. They celebrate Castañada here, which is the moment of, you're prepping for what will be the harvest. And they do roasting chestnuts on an open fire and sweet potatoes and special meals of these. They make almond cookies called panoyets aquí.
Those are great.
And they're wonderful. You can make them of all manners. There's many, and they're very expensive. 6 will cost you easily 10 euros.
Oh, wow.
So, because they're handmade with, specific almond paste, dough and stuff like that. But now they celebrate Castaween.
And there is some resentment I heard from some people saying, we shouldn't be doing
There's
Halloween.
A lot of resentment.
You're taking Castañada away from us with your Americanizing, you're colonizing.
But and I like to respond, but it's not a U.S. American thing.
That's what I had to tell people.
Irish.
It's an Irish holiday.
I had somebody comment on one of my videos, we don't do Halloween, that's an American holiday. No.
It was pretty. I think a lot of the stores like the idea of bringing kids and buying things.
I mean,
so they'll give candy to kids, and that's what it is in the States anyway. So we're sharing
just
something
put
fun.
a razor blade in it. What the hell?
Yeah, or drugs.
Yeah.
It promotes courage. When you're bleeding out.
Yeah.
So I guess where I wanted to go with that was you had a book release and Halloween party. So why don't you tell us about that?
My third novel in my trilogy came out, and it's Vampires, Werewolves. It was very fitting that would be a Halloween-themed reading. And so there was an English language bookstore and did a reading there. And so that was fun, but, we got all dressed up in costume and tried to make that a costume thing. So we're wandering to this bookstore, and on our way we saw some little kids who were in costume, with uncostumed parents taking them by the hand. And then on the way back, a lot of, I would say, 20-somethings, many of whom were probably tourists, in costumes, headed to bars that had costume parties. But that was kind of the extent of Halloween. So that is going to be an adjustment because we're big-time Halloween
It's
lovers.
my favorite. It's my favorite holiday.
It is not a big thing here.
So
I try to be a good guest. but I am absolutely making Halloween a thing. I'm going to do it. My wife and I have our second annual Halloween party here in this wonderful space where you're all enjoying yourselves right now.
Exactly.
And we have 2 American friends, outside of you guys in our general friend group, and we made a costume party, and everyone dressed up to an elite level.
Yeah.
I have to give a lot of credit to our friends that came in and they dressed to the nines. Every which way you could possibly imagine. We could post that picture up.
Well, yeah, but I mean, including a costume that was not of anything. Like, it was just,
Oh my God.
hey, let's do something wacky.
It's got
Like, I think that we have this sense of you dress up in a costume where you can say to somebody, I'm dressed as.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, if you haven't had that experience in education, you're like, oh, okay, Halloween, we dress in costume. So he made one up.
Yeah, so we all thought, is my buddy Andres, and we all thought he was Crochet Corey Taylor, because he also had a series of eyes that he was holding with him, but it really was creepy. He made this mask of little baby figurines, almost like Legos, as the mask itself and the hair. And so, of course, he won the costume contest.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it was
incredible.
an absolutely wild costume, but you go, what are you dressed as? I'm just in a scary costume. Like,
my friends were Jose Cuervo. So his girlfriend dressed up as their crow, as a crow with her crow feathers, like the crows have eyes 3. And then he was Jose, and he had a Jose shirt, and he had his Jose Cuervo bottle. And it was really clever.
Clever.
People went really, really clever. Somebody was a Spanish conquistador. We had everything and anything you could possibly imagine. I was a baseball player.
We accidentally did a couple's costume for the No Kings. So she wanted to dress up like a frog because
Oregon,
we're
born
from
and
Oregon,
raised.
right?
Yeah.
And I was
I'm a
like,
registered voter in Oregon
Inflatables?
still.
yeah. And I was like,
yeah.
we're in Spain. I don't want to dress up as a frog. Everybody's doing frogs. I got to do something different. I'll do a bull. And
Yeah.
I didn't, because it's Spain.
Yeah.
Bull, right?
Sure.
There's some
And
history there.
it wasn't
absolutely.
until after that somebody was like, you guys went as a bullfrog. And we were like,
We both
that was
missed
good.
the-
We didn't even think
Yeah.
of the gag.
Well,
But
the
that's
best thing
pretty
is
good.
he was leading chants as a bull.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
In English
on.
and Spanish.
And the frog, that frog costume, like my picture ended up spread
Blowing.
pretty
Oh.
wide.
Yeah, it was
a
all over.
lot
It
of
was in a
media
bunch of
outlets picked it
newspapers.
up.
Because they were like, Barcelona
Yeah.
also has
Yeah.
frogs.
Yeah.
And that was in a lot
Yeah.
of different places.
Yeah.
You all got
Awesome.
called by that reporter that I forwarded
Yeah.
you to.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
was specifically asking for you. about
Well,
that. Yeah.
The only thing about wearing a bull costume in Catalonia is that can come off
It's
very...
Spain, right? It's
Andalusia
everything
is the
here
only-
has this
Yeah.
kind of there's a tension here that is involved in everything.
Yeah,
Like,
because the bull represents Spanish,
Right, there's a history
hegemony.
of conflict there.
yeah,
and in Catalonia it's a very different...
yeah.
Well, it was
you know,
that
story.
or a unicorn or a capybara.
They do
So-
love
I think you
you.
went well.
Yeah. Yeah, I debated.
those little
I almost did the
things.
capybara, and then I was like, no,
like
I got to
those
stick to
little
the frog.
animals.
With fur or like an actual inflatable?
Just
An
inflatable.
inflatable.
Oh, just inflatable.
Yeah, an
I
inflatable.
did seriously consider the unicorn with the
Yeah.
rainbow tail. That would
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
good.
Well, we're living here. We moved here. We're living here. We're figuring it out as we go along.
Right,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Any other examples of you figuring it out as you go along?
Oh, I mean, today getting to your place, so we were hopping on the metro, and the stop nearest us, L3. I'm giving away, our location to some extent there, but that line up here to Rob's place doesn't go to
Nope.
Rob's place.
No, it does
So we got off and had to hoof it.
To a cab stop.
We cheated.
To a cab,
We were
yeah.
like, that's a ways.
Yeah.
So
A
we're
cab
learning
means
our way.
taxi, love.
Well, this was
it
a-
means taxi.
In fairness, this was much better than your last time where you went on the wrong train
Duh.
and went back.
Yes.
So you're,
Yeah.
every
Yes,
time you're getting
we're,
better.
We're learning.
Yeah.
We're figuring it
Every
out.
time you're getting better. Here, you want to get out?
You know,
oh,
I
buddy,
get
I'm
the
sorry.
native potato.
Oh, you okay? He's fine.
Well, Halloween also was
He's
the beginning of the Fringe Festival here.
Yeah.
Yes, please tell me
And
about
it's this, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival started forever and ever and ever and ever ago. Century plus, I want to say.
Yeah. It's,
And it's now spread out like herpes or the Kardashians to other cities. And the people at the Comedy Clubhouse BCN have actually run the gamut since last year, and they've popped it off. And this year was 300 performers, 200 venues, tons of stuff going on. And last weekend, I was doing that, but I also had a date. So I didn't really do anything for Halloween. But HIV is scary, so let's talk about it.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I
that took a turn.
Yeah.
Right?
Very
It's an
dark.
I
interesting
like to do
segue.
that.
Yes.
So we're gonna turn over here.
Wrap it up,
Listen
folks.
up, kids. Wrap it up, because you never know. And I met.